What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Reality Pales, aka Hebrew Hammer on the PlayStation Network, or some of you might know me by my other name, my irrelevant name, my real name, Charles. And I know you can't see my face, but you're just gonna have to go ahead and take my word for it that it is me. After all, I can't think of anybody who can duplicate this devilishly handsome voice that I seem to have. Heyo! Here we are, we're talking about the PlayStation Vita, the first edition bundle. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to unbox this for you guys because I'm sure that the vast majority of you guys are gonna be buying your Vitas on the 22nd or after that. At least you better. And I'm sure a lot of you who are buying it want to know what exactly you might be missing out on when it comes to the first edition bundle. And, or maybe in your personal opinion, might not be missing out on when it comes to the first edition bundle. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to open this bad boy up. I actually, I'm filming this at like 5 in the morning on the 16th, so I actually have played the Vita for the last like 10 hours straight, but I put everything back in the box. Anywho, let's go ahead and open this up. Let's pretend I didn't open it up prior. I did a good job of putting it all back together. You know, usually when I put shit back in a box, I don't do it as good as the manufacturer, and it's not flat. So this is pretty good. This is probably my finest work. So if, had I not said anything, you guys probably would have not noticed. So let's go ahead and open this up anyway. And here we go. It's almost like it's like a Russian nesting doll. You open up this initial box, and what are you greeted with? Another box! Oh my god, it's like Hanukkah. I got 2 presents. But let's take a look at what are the things that I'm getting with the first edition bundle exclusively. So first up is the memory card. This is a 4 gig memory card. You do require this for a lot of games. Honestly, you're going to require this regardless eventually. But these things are minuscule. They're like microscopic. You got to look at a little telescope to see that thing. Look at this. I would definitely not advise taking this out of your PlayStation Vita. This is actually the PlayStation Vita exclusive, or first edition bundle exclusive case that you get. It's relatively straightforward. You have a couple compartments. First of all, you have this little thing up here. I'm not actually sure where you put the system itself. I'm not sure if you tuck it in there, you put it underneath here. I don't know what the hell you do with it. Honestly, I don't know. But what I do know is that these little slots right here are for your game cartridges. So you can put about, it looks like 4 to 8 within these. Honestly, you can put as many as you want in here because you could just tuck them all in here. It's pretty massive. But keep in mind that the Vita is a relatively large device as well. And to be honest, I feel like people are going to be primarily putting their Vitas in their backpacks or their purses or their Merces. If you're a man and you like purses, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a device that I'll be putting in my pocket too much just because I love it so much and I don't want to damage it. So I'm going to be putting it in cases and then putting it in a bag. And once you put it in a backpack or something like that, you're going to school, it's not even noticeable, to be honest. Next up, we get a copy of Little Deviants. And I know there's a little confusion as to whether or not you get a digital copy of this or you get the tangible game card. And you do get the game card, you get the case. Call me old school, but I am a sucker for tangible products with a case and something you can open and sniff and smell and all that good crap. I haven't gotten the opportunity to play it yet. But I am looking forward to it because I'm also a huge fan of Big Studios, who were the developers of this one, I believe. So there's that. A bunch of other random crap in here. You got a instruction card for your memory card, as if, there's remedials out there who don't know how to put in a memory card. And essentially what these are to be honest, I'm not even quite sure. I think they calibrate the exterior camera for augmented reality. I'm not too sure, but regardless, this should be coming with the version of the Vita that you'll be getting on the 22nd, so you can figure out it for yourself. So that's that. That's the first box. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. And that is, of course, this is a PlayStation Vita. And as you can see, this box is very thin. If you were to compare it to the box that the PSP was in when it came out in 2005, that was kind of a small rectangular box. Now they're going for a flat look. I think this is actually how it's going to retail and look when it comes out on the 22nd. So for those of you guys who are buying the Vita then, this is what the box is going to look like. So this is what you're looking for. So let's open this bad boy up. This is the 3G Wi-Fi model, of course. And when you open it up, you are, of course, assuming I can open it. Ah, there we go. So here we go. We're greeted with, of course, the Vita system itself and a message saying, "Welcome to the world of PlayStation." Oh, how nice of you, Sony. Oh, yeah. That's a Vita, all right. The first thing you'll notice probably when you pick up your Vita is just how light it is. When you look at the device, it's actually relatively large. Definitely larger than the PSP 1000, the initial model of the original PSP. But it's light. It's really light. It's definitely not a burden to carry around. And it comes with everything that we've all been looking for. Dual analog sticks. You got your front touch panel. You got your rear touch panel. You have the PlayStation Vita game cartridge slot. You have another slot which is for, I don't even know, it looks like it's for peripherals that'll come out down the line. On the base of the device, you've got your AC adapter, you got your headphone jack, you got your memory card slot, and you of course have the PlayStation buttons that we are, you know, those face buttons we are all accustomed to for the last like 15 years. So next up, I really want to get into the games that I bought, because after all, what the hell is the best gaming device, portable device ever made gonna do if you don't have the games for it, right? So I'm gonna go through all the games I got. Also, you know, first before I do that, I kind of want to compare the size of the case. So these are cute little things. When I saw these, I kind of just wanted to pick one up and snuggle with it. Look how small that is. If you compare it to the Twisted Metal case I have, it's definitely smaller than a Blu-ray case. So substantially smaller. First up is Touch My Katamari. Despite the perverse name, it's awesome. I buy all the Katamari games, as well as Nobi Nobi Boy. They have yet to disappoint me, so I'm looking forward to playing this one. This is probably the one that everybody seems to have their eyes on, is Uncharted Golden Abyss. This is the one that I've been playing primarily since I picked up the Vita. It is really comparable to Uncharted Drake. So it is a console experience in your hands, is what it is. It's really impressive. You could honestly compare it to Drake's Fortune as far as graphics and gameplay go. Don't even pay attention to the Kotaku review. That was horseshit. Next up is Rayman Origins. This is an interesting one because I was kind of curious how trophies would work, because I have this exact same game on the PlayStation 3, but now I have it on the Vita, so I was wondering, well, are the trophies going to kind of sync as one, or is it going to be two separate lists? And for you trophy hunters, I have great news. They are actually two separate lists. So if you're like me and you are totally enthused at the idea of spending an arm and a leg to get the same game for two platforms just so you could get a bunch of digital little achievements, well, there you go. You can get the exact same trophy list twice over for your PlayStation account. Of course, Wipeout 2048, I got to play this a lot in the loft at when we were filming the tester. I had a ton of fun with this. I wish I had more hands-on time with it, and that's kind of the sole reason I bought this. Next up, what else we got? Oh, we got Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, and this one's cool because I think PlayStation users were the ones who actually got to select the name of the game. I think they came up with Road Trip on the PlayStation blogger slang. I don't know, there's a contest. And what I really want to do is kind of jump into the actual hardware itself, look at the user interface, check out some of the apps that are on the PlayStation Vita, so when you pick yours up on the 22nd or after, you're going to be well accustomed with it, because I'm going to show you the ins and outs of it. And with that said, I'm going to see you guys for the next video. Thanks for tuning in, and overall, the PlayStation Vita for the last 10 hours is undoubtedly the best mobile device I have ever laid my hands on.